Hello everyone, in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to take the keyword that you found from your keyword research and convert it into a mouth-watering blog post that your audience will adore. Now, why do you need to do this? It's simple really. If your audience doesn't find what they're looking for in your blog, they'll have no reason to stick around. On the other hand, if you answer their questions better than everyone else out there, then they're going to keep coming back to your website, and when it comes time to buy, they will most probably buy with using your affiliate link. That's why whether you're a blog owner and you want to get more traffic and more affiliate sales, or if you're writing for someone else's blog and you want to do a better job, then you've come to the right place. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I take a simple keyword and craft an outstanding outline based on that keyword alone. Let's dive into it. So in this video, we're going to look at 5 things. The first thing we're going to look at is just a quick overview of keyword research again, and we'll find that one keyword that we're going to go after. Next, we'll look at searcher intent, which is very important. Before you sit down and start writing, you have to know what people are searching that keyword for, what they want to find. The next thing we're going to look at is competitor analysis. We're going to look at the people that are winning that keyword already, and we'll try to find ways to make our blog better than theirs. And then finally, we'll get to crafting an outline. And then last of all, we will polish it up. We'll put it in a Google Doc and polish everything up. So there's a lot to look at today, and let's get started. So a quick plug, this is KW Finder. This is the keyword research tool that we use. And if you want to support our free training, please do use our affiliate link on the description below for a free 7-day trial of KW Finder. Now, let's look at the keyword KW Finder review. And we can see here that KW Finder review gets a decent amount of traffic. It's 590, and the keyword difficulty is at 36. Now, if you have a new site, it's a good idea to get keywords that are below 40 KD. This is because anything above 40 KD, that might be a little too difficult for your site to rank for already. Now, aside from the traffic and the KD score, we also want to look at the SERP overview in the bottom right corner. This is important so that we can set realistic expectations for our blog post. And if we look at the bottom corner here, we can see that authority hackers are winning this keyword. And this website has a domain authority of 49 and a link profile strength of 60, which both numbers are quite high. So unless we have a website that has a very strong domain authority and link strength, we probably can't snatch number 1 away from authority hacker. And if you look down here, you can also see that the following websites also have strong DA and LPS. So perhaps if our website isn't that strong, we can hope to rank around here in number 5, which you can see this guy only has a 23 DA and a 28 link profile strength. But if you have a stronger website, then maybe you can reach for higher placement in this SERP. So make sure you check this out so that you can have realistic expectations for your blog posts. Now, the next thing that you want to look at is searcher intent. Now, this is very important because when you get the search intent right, not only do you get a better chance of ranking in Google, but you will actually be providing the answers that people are looking for, which, as we know, is a better way to convert affiliate links. So for example, let's say your keyword is Black Forest cake, and you can write a very wonderful and comprehensive article about the history of Black Forest cake. But if you do that, you're going to fall flat. You won't rank, you won't get any traffic for the keyword Black Forest cake. The reason for this is because when people search Black Forest cake, they're not looking for a history of Black Forest cake, they're looking for a recipe. So that's why searcher intent is so important. If you don't write what people are looking for, then you won't rank on Google. So the next question is, how do you determine what the searcher intent is? And That's actually very simple. All you have to do is head over to Google and type in your target keyword. Once you get that, you take a look at the top 3 results of the SERP and you will get an idea of what people are looking for. So, of course, for our keyword, the ones that are winning are product review articles. And this might sound simple, especially because our keyword is KW Finder Review. But for things like Black Forest Cake, again, let's take a look. Black Forest Cake. You can see right there, everything that's winning for that keyword is recipes. So now let's get to the fun part, which is competitor analysis. Now, this is a very important step because if you don't write something better than what your competitors are doing, then there's really no reason at all for readers to choose your article instead of theirs. And in the same way, there's no reason for Google to put you above them. Now, don't worry, you don't need a paid tool to do competitor analysis. All you have to do is jump into Google, type in your target keyword, and then you check out the top 3 or 5 blogs that are showing up in the SERP. So here we have Authority Hacker. We skipped this one since this is KW Finder themselves. We have Fool.com and we have PC Mag. Now, when you're doing competitor analysis, it's very important to read everything, get all the information that they're having here. And as we look at Authority Hacker, which is currently winning the keyword, we find that it's going to be very hard to write something better than this. Their introduction is very compelling. They have a lot of white space. They make it very easy to read. And they also have this nice pros and cons right at the beginning of their blog. So right away we can see that this is going to be a tough one to write something better. Now, on the contrary, let's take a look at PC Mag. Now, they do have the pros and cons right there. However, the one thing that I noticed is that their paragraphs are extremely long. Look at this one over here. Now, this is okay, but in the internet world where there are a lot of people who like to scan, this can be a weakness, and that's a weakness that we want to exploit from our competitors. So as you're doing your competitor analysis, it's a good idea to take note of the word count. This is because a rule of thumb of SEO is to write 100 to 200 more words than your competitors. So ask yourself how many words they're writing, what makes their content great, what makes their content not so great. Try to find ways that you can improve their blog. Try to find unique angles that you can take in your own blog as well. So now that we're done with our competitor analysis, let's go to Google Docs and let's start crafting our outline. And of course, the title has to have our target keyword, which is KW Finder Review. We don't have to make this attractive just yet because we're just building an outline. And we now want to add the H2s and the H3s. And to do that, let's retrace our steps. Let's go back and start getting all the information that we've gained and using it to create an outline. So first, the searcher intent. We found that people who search for KW Finder Review are looking for a product review. This means that they don't have KW Finder yet and they're thinking about getting it. They want to know whether or not this is the right tool for them. And we can kind of deduct that these are either beginners who are looking for their first keyword research tool, or maybe intermediates who are using Ahrefs and they're looking for a cheaper alternative and they're wondering if KW Finder can do what they can do in Ahrefs. So knowing that our audience are beginners or intermediates, we know that avoiding technical jargon is probably the way to go. We want to keep things very beginner friendly, very simple, and very easy to understand. Knowing that people are wondering whether or not this is the right tool for them is also very valuable information, because with it, we know that if we write a pros and cons format article, then we can really help them make that decision. So now we know that we're going to write a product review that's pros and cons, and it will really help people decide whether or not KW Finder is what they're looking for. The next thing to do is to go over your competitor analysis notes. And the truth is, I didn't really love everything that was winning except for Authority Hacker. They're the ones that are really doing a great job. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read this again and try to find some ways that I can make my blog post better than theirs. So I'm done reading the blog post, and I'll admit it's a very difficult to beat this one. It's very, very good. There's really no clear weakness. However, I did notice that they wrote 3,200 words. So one way that I can make my blog better is to write 3,300 words. And I also noticed that they're really talking to people who already have a background on keyword research. It's not for complete beginners who have never done anything like this before. So that's one unique angle that I can take in my content as well. Instead of competing directly with authority hackers and probably not going to win, I will take a different angle from them instead, which is speaking to complete beginners. So back to creating our outline. Again, it's a good idea to study the structure of the blog posts of your competitors, especially the ones that you like. And you don't have to do exactly the same as them, but just knowing what's working is a good idea. Now, for us, we're doing something, we're taking a different angle from authority hacker. So the way they did theirs was that they put how well does KW Finder perform for traditional keyword research and how well does it perform for competitor keyword research. So you can tell that they're really targeting people who already have a background on keyword research. But for us, we're targeting people who don't know anything about keyword research. So probably the first thing on their mind is going to be, do I really need a keyword research tool? So we can put that on the title itself. So my title is going to be KW Finder Review, Pros and Cons of the Popular Keyword Research Tool, plus how to determine if it's right for you. So, okay, as you can see, I'm telling everyone what's going to come in the blog. It's the pros and cons. And of course, I'm adding this since these are beginners, and again, they might not know if they really need a keyword research tool. And to supplement this right off the bat, my first H2 is going to be, do I really need a keyword research tool? So we want to help beginners right away determine whether or not buying a keyword research tool is worth it, or if they should just stick with free keyword research like Answer the Public or Google search auto suggest. And I also want to mention that you want to put your primary keyword on the H2s whenever you can. So let's just put that over there. And the next thing that the readers are probably going to ask is whether or not they should get KW Finder or another popular keyword research tool. So my next header 2 will be the differences between popular keyword research tools, where we will kind of just summarize some of the popular keyword tools and how they compare to KW Finder. And then of course we can make the heading a little more exciting by adding this part. And remember, making your headings exciting like the title is very important as well, especially if people are scanning your blog. You want to make them read the content, not just the headers. So adding something like this, read this if you want to avoid picking the wrong tool over you, is a very good idea. So now that those two questions are out of the way, let's get to the real meat of the article, the pros and cons of KW Finder. So again, this is going to be the longest section, and whenever you're doing product reviews, it's all about honesty. So I personally use KW Finder. That's why I can give a lot of in-depth and honest information about what's good and what's bad about KW Finder, and to help people find out whether or not this is really for them. Because remember, that's the whole point of the article. The searcher intent is, should I get KW Finder or not? And I'm going to do everything I can to help people make the right decision for themselves. And then after that, I will once again help people decide whether or not this is for them by throwing in a quick tutorial on how I personally use KW Finder to plan my keywords. So you can see everything is really aimed at the searcher intent, whether or not people should get this keyword tool. And this is also great for affiliate marketing, since showing people exactly how something works will further push them to buy from your affiliate link. And finally, I want to end this with a bang. I want to give people a recap and one last push on why they should get KW Finder. So let's write it down. Is KW Finder right for me? Again, it's still in line with the searcher intent. I will of course encourage them to use my affiliate link for the free trial if they want to go and get it. But yes, again, it's just a recap of everything that I've said and one final push. And there you have it. That's how you take a keyword and craft an outstanding outline from that. Remember, searcher intent is so important, and competitor analysis to see what people are saying about this is also vital for success. So now you have to go on and write this blog post, which I will be showing you how to do in another video. So stay tuned for that. If you learned something new, please like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe for more affiliate marketing tips, tricks, and lessons. Thank you and goodbye.